Welcome to a demonstration of the installation of the Cupolex Rialto concrete forming system. This demonstration is for a Cupolex engineered concrete cast-in-place stormwater management structure. Cupolex Rialto stormwater structures are designed as deep chambers, and are either designed with an open bottom, or a closed bottom. Cupolex stormwater tank structures with an open bottom are generally designed for promoting stormwater infiltration, while Cupolex structures with a closed bottom are generally designed for a detention or a retention stormwater tank structure. Once the base and the perimeter walls of the Cupolex stormwater tank structure has been constructed, you are now ready to install the Cupolex Rialto forming system. The components that make up the Cupolex Rialto concrete forming system include the Rialto bases, the Rialto column tubes, the Rialto domes, flat stops, and the edge block. Some elements of the Cupolex Rialto concrete forming system are required to be cut, so we recommend having a saw and a pair of snips on hand. There are 5 easy steps for installing the Cupolex Rialto concrete forming system. First, install the Rialto bases. To begin laying the Rialto base correctly, refer to the arrow on the element, and position the bases along the perimeter walls first, so the arrows all face the same direction. All the bases that are installed at the perimeter walls need to be cut. For the base in the corner, cut and remove the base extension on 2 sides as demonstrated. Beginning at the corner, install the first base that you cut on 2 sides. For bases installed along the perimeter wall, cut and remove the base extension side that will be installed adjacent to the wall. Now starting at the corner, and with the cut extension sides of the bases adjacent to the wall, begin connect the bases from left to right, and top to bottom along the walls. Once the bases have been connected on 2 sides of the walls, you can now begin connecting the rest of the bases in the same way, from left to right, and top to bottom. Always ensure the side connection pins are correctly inserted, and the arrows are all pointing in the same direction. Next, begin placing the Rialto column tubes in the Rialto bases. Ensure the tubes are well pressed to touch the bottom of the bases. Now, connect the Rialto domes to the column tubes. Each dome has an installation arrow, the same as the bases. Begin installing the first dome at the corner, with the arrow facing the wall, and continue installing the domes, while maintaining the same arrow direction. With the directional arrow facing away from you, the domes are installed from left to right, and from top to bottom. Be sure to connect the Rialto domes to the tubes, and to each adjacent dome. The main characteristics of the Cupolex Rialto forming system are speed and simplicity. On average, 2 laborers can install up to 45 square meters, or 500 square feet per hour. The installation rate can vary, depending on the depth of the Cupolex Rialto system. The flat stops and the polystyrene edge block are inserted along the tank's perimeter. These elements close off the openings of the system and prevent concrete entering the chamber during casting. Begin installing the flat stop by connecting it to the pin on the Rialto dome. If the side of the dome has no connection pin, insert the pin that is attached to the flat stop to secure the connection. Once the Rialto flat stops have been installed, install the edge block at the perimeter of the wall. It is important that the opening to the top of the tubes is not fully covered by the edge block, so the concrete can flow into the column tubes. The final step before casting concrete is placing the reinforcing. Please refer to the Cupolex engineered design drawings for details and specifications of the reinforcing dowels and steel mesh. The reinforcing dowels are placed in the Rialto column tubes. The perimeter wall reinforcing is then bent, and the steel mesh is placed and tied to the steel dowels. Cupolex recommends completing a thorough walk, especially around the perimeter of the tank, to inspect the installed system. This is to ensure there are no gaps at the perimeter, which can allow the concrete to flow into the tank. If any gaps are noticed, spray foam can be used to fill any gaps. Using a concrete pump, begin placing concrete in the Cupolex Rialto column tubes first. Insert a vibrating rod into every Rialto column tube, reaching the base, to ensure concrete is fully consolidated to the base of the column. The Cupolex Rialto concrete forming system. For cast-in-place concrete stormwater management tank structures, making installation even faster and easier than ever. Cupolex, leading to new ideas for a better and greener world.